Good morning, everyone. Today is Thanksgiving Day. I spent some time yesterday. I just deploy, the newly created application, and today the topic will be, the application deployment, and I'm using different approach, Heroku versus something's called Vercel. If you heard about that, let me just bring it up. So Vercel. Yes, Vercel. That's right. It's right here. Yeah, Vercel is a very interesting host platform. They do the Next.js, which is also very good. And Next.js, the purpose for the Next.js is just quickly explain it to you. You can client server side both. You can use your APIs inside of your application. Configuration is very easy, and then you don't have to just rehost your API stuff. But I try to use that, but I have a little bit issues to do this. Then that's why I choose the traditional way to build my app, which is the right here. Yeah, drop math. I don't think I need this. Yes. All right, and this is my traditional, very traditional as a React app. My structure is like I have a client folder hosted on React app, and then the root folder I have the Node API. Node API is right here. Okay, so this is hosted in the 5,000 the local, but on the server side will be depends on the port number and how these two communicate to each other. So I am using proxy. So it's one is inside of the package JSON file at the end of here, and then I put a proxy there. So you need to on your inside of your application, then you can just call the API, which is the API, just do slash is like that /vi. This will be the API point. You don't have to do HTTP localhost or whatever the host is. So this is the tricky part. Very interested. This is the versus, like as I mentioned to you, the Vercel, right? The Next.js. So you can just really just do those two things as inside of one app. So this is the configuration. All right, and then once it is done, and I figure out how can I deploy this to the server side. So I'm having a little bit trouble when I'm doing this with the Vercel. And then I figured out to use Heroku to do this. So let me just show you next how I did that. Basically, and look at that. This is a React app, and this is the the Node.js file. The project, right? So what I did is like I just started to as I mentioned use the proxy, which is the proxy is supposed to be from here, from your React app, from the React, but your proxy is called the local server, right? This API, and forget to mention, you can also do this as do GraphQL inside of your application as well. Look at that. I have a GraphQL that connects to the Heroku as well. Yeah, everything laid it very nicely. So now next I will show you how do I do the deploy, and then basically what I will do is really just follow the step of the Heroku step. They laid it very nicely. See, and first things first, you need to log into the Heroku. Now install the Heroku CRM first. You need to install that on your local, instead of your project. So once you've done that, you just log in and make sure you're from your console log into the Heroku connected, and then you're using something's create. This is not right. So you need to create your the Heroku application first. Soon as you created it, right, and then your application will be right under here. Let me see, personal. Yeah, so you will be created application like that. So look at that. As soon as you say create, you will be create application like that. And then you go in there to do the deployment. Deployment will be this is your application, the name, right? For example, you just do this. You just say git clone, and then clone to your local and cd into that. And from here, you just do git add, git commit, and git push. So this will be pushed to that. Remember the structure that I mentioned. It's so yeah, and then forget it to mention right here. From your server right here. Yeah, from here, your package JSON on the root folder, you need to specify, the whole Heroku build. So which just mean, this is really the setup to make that happen, right? And look into this, you will see npm install. This will post install, all the client stuff, prefix client, which is your client project, and then run npm run build. Well, this is post the build, right? And which just means this is as soon as push to the server will run that for you. This command will trigger the server to post the build your application. This is super important. That this is the way Heroku is using to do the job. I don't know why this has to be the false, but this is the trick. So anyway, just follow that. npm install prefix client and also npm run build. This is a trigger point in order to run that. And I using concurrently, to launch both server side and client side application both time. But I'm not suggest to do this because I was running lots of issues to do this in order to make the proxy work, right? As I mentioned, proxy is right here, and I just do it again, put it aside. Yeah, that's the process you set up, right? If you run that, sometimes it will cause an issue. I don't know, for some reason. So that's why, see me, and I launched this separately from the, from separate ports, and this is working good. And then and here, and I open another one, as I mentioned, from initially you would do, as I said, Heroku. Right, COI, you will do the installation, right? As soon as that's done, you can check your Heroku version. What is that? Hopefully it's the latest, greatest version. And then you do a Heroku login, right? And it login, as soon as you log in, it will pop it up. Let me show you what does login mean. Yeah, you see, it's press any key, you will launch the Heroku login. You should log in first. Right, logging to your Heroku, and then that means is two's connected, right? Yeah, waiting login. Okay, I need to log in again, so no problem. Let me log in. Yeah, let's log in that, and I just can close that. Jump back. Yeah, it says login, right? And what is next will be. And as soon as you log in, you can say the Heroku create. So you just create applications like that. Because I'm already created it, so I can do another create, as I mentioned. and I will show you what I have been created. So this will be created. You'll be created the files like that. You know, I mean what is that? Yeah, just mentioned that, right? Yeah, this will be your Heroku the name. Remember that I just show you right here. Yeah, this will be created, but as soon as you click created, it will be blank. There's nothing, right? Until you push the coders in, right? And then you created that. So the next you just will be, you know, do a git init, right? After git init, we git add, right? And git added everything, and then git commit. Right, I can do another commit. I'm not sure if I can do another commit update. Yeah, let's see if it's committed properly. Git stats, and it checks stats because nothing's to push, right? So then I can push, but I can push it again. I don't know what to change, so let me do another push. Get the commit, and I do forget it to mention about you need to just follow the steps inside of deploy and a cd into that Heroku clone this, right? And emit, and then now next you just push to the Heroku master. So this is what I would do. Heroku. Okay, let me see. What should I do? Yeah, push Heroku master. Let's copy that. Yeah, everything up to date, and there's nothing you can push. Yeah. So I'm not sure how can I demo that to you. Maybe I should make some changes. Let me do some changes. I can't just do anything. I just said this is will be transfer all traffic to the client built folder, right? So we'll do that. I do git add. Git commit, another update, and then I will do git push. Let me see, I don't want to make sure, so Heroku master, yeah, it's finally we're built. Look at that. So what these does is you really just based on your commander, as I mentioned, right? You know, if you look into this, you started to run this commander, right? This commander will npm install first. He will reflashes everything, prefix client and npm build, right? As I mentioned it right here. So this is command will finally, because as a Heroku will finally pick to run it. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time to run that. This is really reboots everything, right? Reboots everything, and from the client to the server. So from here, I wanted to mention this piece is inside of the server.js. Is like once the environment detect the production, this is what we do. It will express the static folder right here, right? Also, second one, as I mentioned, you know what, this will lead all the traffics to the client and then the build folder, which is on the server. I didn't build on my local, but it will build on a server. Okay, so a client folder, and then inside of the builder, you will find the index.html. So this is will be all the traffic will be pointed to, will be launched, which is like a, you know, as soon as they hit the site, right, this will go to first, launch the index.html, right? As I said, you know what, inside of your application, you wanted to call the API here, right? Just using, you know, the proxy, and then you need to set up the proxy right here. You will go to you know, point to the proxy. I will show you where is my code is calling the, you know, the proxy right here, and I can show you, you know, this is yeah, in my payment stuff. See, I have the URL right there, and I launched the Axio post. This is really two tricks, right? As you post right here, 5,000, and I will be calling the server .js, which is the API endpoint, you know, to hit the point, right? But for the GraphQL, so this is API. For the GraphQL, it doesn't really matter, you know, because GraphQL is using, I'm using Apollo, is connects to the stuff is very nicely. You using the client setup, right? Let's see, query, you know, mutation, you know, you just do that, right? So GraphQL and API, then in the meantime, yeah, we'll serve together. So I'm using the traditional the React and then you know, and then you know, Node.js API way to do this. But again, you can also do the design, you know, the Next.js and Next.js. Let me see who's built that. Yeah, which is the guy, Next.js. Let me just flip here real quick. Next.js. Start learning. So now nextjs.org. You can use that as well. So this is a fairly great and a zero configuration, lots of goodies there. But that's also what I'm trying to say is this is also, you can use the React app, but then that's going to be Next.js app, which another layers on React app. And with their API and also, you know, Heroku, exactly the same structure as I'm doing right now. You can do that as well. But I choose this way because it's lean clean using React, right? API and a Heroku, you know, at the same time. So let's just wait for it gets done. It will show you it's completely very nicely, you know, it's deployment is completed. This is a URL, so right, and then you can just click and follow. Really is the guy. You know, let me just do it open. What? Yes, right. I don't know why it's Git. Something went wrong, right? Why Git? Yeah, it's supposed to be that. I don't know why this. Let me see. Oh, this is a Git. Sorry, this is a Git, and I have to use that. Deploy to the Heroku. This is deploy to the Heroku. You should open that. Oh, that's the Git repository on that. So this is completed. You know, the courses of that. Okay, beautiful. And then let's go from here. Thank you for watching. This is a kind of the one of the tips to share that with you. Bye bye.